So it is here. We finally got our new door hangers, brochures, time cards. I just need to super glue the rain check stickies to the back of the brochures like that. First thing we're going to talk about though here, and then there will be another video for the brochure and another video for the flyers. Our endorsement flyers, which I'm very happy about. Let's do our window counts. So what's gonna happen here is I'm just gonna look at these windows, and you're gonna get to see or hear how I view them. So I haven't studied this sheet. I've already gone through this maybe a week ago, but I'm gonna look window by window, and you need to eventually adapt your way of thinking about windows to my way of thinking about windows. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to count right to left, or left to right, it doesn't matter. What you're going to do is you're going to give a number for each of these windows. What is your window count? This is one window, and the window count is 1. This is also a window. The window count is 1. This, some people would consider one window because they popped in this entire casing and it came with 2 windows, but they would say, no, that's just one window because there's 2 openings, but hey, I popped in the window. So somebody might call you and say, oh, we have 4 windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, 5 windows. And you're like, oh, your price is $55, or let's say your price is $10 a window. You'd say, oh, okay, it's 50 bucks. The technician gets to the job and there's like this many windows, you know. Well, I have 10 windows. Well, there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say they say they have 20 windows. You get there and there's all this. You got to do inside, outside, and a basic wipe down of tracks and sills. Yeah, that's a nightmare, okay? So this is our window count, which will be visible on the website. There will be a link that our office manager sends people and lets them know how we count windows, okay? Nobody will book with us unless they get this as a text or email sent to them so they can know what a window is and what a window count is. This is the way we communicate. So let's start here on this window. I got 1 window, 2 pieces of glass, 1 slides, 1 stays, and there's a screen. Okay? Looks like a garage window. This exact window, if you look close to your paper, might be one of those garage door ones where the screen actually zips in here. So there's a screen over this, but it's not removable. So I would count this as 2 windows because you have to go inside and unclip these to slide them out and do whatever. But anyway, this looks like a 1 window count, but if it is one of those garage windows that looks like this with the screen on the outside, I'm good enough to just remove the spline and screen, clean the window, and then zip up the screen because I know how to build screens. But anyway, I would count that as 1 window. 2 pieces of glass, 1 slides, 1 stays. This is 1 window. 2 pieces of glass, 1 slides, 1 stays, and there's a screen. 1 window, 1 window, okay? I'm counting each individually. Each box individually. This would be 2 windows. Here's 1 window, 2 pieces of glass, 1 slides, 1 stays. There's another window. 2 pieces of glass, 1 slides, 1 stays. When I say 2 pieces of glass, 1 slides, 1 stays, anyone who's talking to clients should have that down verbatim. 2 pieces of glass, 1 slides, 1 stays. I say that to clients 10 times a day sometimes. Okay, so this window count is 2 windows. 1 window, 2 windows. If this was 3 stories up and I had to climb a big 3-story ladder, I would probably say 1, 2, oh, I gotta move my ladder, 3, 4. I might give that a 4 window count. But based on the picture, it's 2 windows. Next comes this casement window or whatever it is. You got 2 windows that crank open, 2 screens, and then a piece of glass in the middle. Well, that's very similar to this window here, which I would count as 3. I would count that as 3 windows. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Not 2 windows. What I was looking for is a window that's a side slider, like this, and not an up and down slider, with a piece of glass in the middle, and then 1 slider on this side, 1 slider on that side. So there's 2 screens, 2 sliders, and I would count this as 2 windows. This particular one I would probably count as 3 because see these panes of glass right here? These are 2 different panes of glass. If this whole pane of glass, if this was just 1 pane of glass and it slid this way, and this was 1 pane of glass and it slid that way, that would be, when this window slides open, if you were to cut this middle piece in half, it looks like there's 1 window, 2 pieces of glass, 1 slides, 1 stays. 2 pieces of glass, 1 slides, 1 stays. In this case, there's 1 window, 2 window, and then a middle window. So I would count that as 3. Same thing here, I would count that as 3 windows. This window over here is the same thing as this one. 2 pieces of glass, 1 side stays, and a screen. 2 pieces of glass, 1 side stays, and a screen, and a middle pane. I would count this as 3 windows, just like that one. 3 windows. Okay, I'm not going to go on to every single one of these, but I will skip around to some specialized windows. Here's some specialty windows here. I would immediately count this as 3 windows. 1, 2, 3. And then you got all this crap up top. So that's 1 window because there's probably a screen in it and a crank. So the way we price these is 1 window plus 50 cents per pane in addition. So this is per little pane. So 50, 100, 50, 100. So that's 1 window. Let's say your window prices were $10 a window. You'd be at $10, 11, 12. $10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it'd be 16. And then so on and so forth, okay? Let's skip down here to French pane windows. We call these French windows, French sliding windows. Same rule applies. That's 1 window, okay? Plus 1 plus $50, $50, $50. 1 plus $6. So this is a $16 window, if you're counting them that way, okay? This is fake French. You can see how the sky reflects off the back here. This is fake French. You have grids in between the panes of glass. So you could slide a squeegee over this entire thing and you're good to go. This is a ladder work. I would count that 1 pane of glass as a whole window because you got to move the ladder. 1 window, 2 windows, 3, maybe 4 because there's 1 on top. You got to climb extra high. You got to get a step stool in the interior. So my window count here would be 4. 3.5 or 4. My window count here would be 4 because you have to have the ladder on the inside to do the upper. My window count here would be 1, 2 piece glass, 1 side stays. And if it's low enough, I might just say 2 or 2.5. So this might be 1, 2, 3 windows, or 2 windows, or 2.5 windows. And if there were tons like this, they would add up. The 0.5s would add up. Let's move to one like this. Same thing applies. If you had 2 of these side by, well, here's a picture of it right here. Good example. I have, let's pretend this entire thing was a pane of glass, okay? I would have 1 window, 2 windows. Get it? 2 pieces of glass, and none of them slide. There's no screens on them, hopefully. If these slide up and down, then each one would be a window. If these are fixed and they don't slide up and down, I guess it doesn't matter that much, but we don't have a track to clean, we don't have a screen to clean. They're just fixed windows. I would count every 2 as a window plus, you said it, 50 cents per grid on the inside, okay? This one right here is 2 pieces of glass, you could just go 1, 2, 3 windows. That's what I would count it as. These specialty windows, here's 1 window, and then same thing, little grids. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 separate grids. So it would be $4 in addition to a 1 window. Okay, 1, so that would be a $14, $14, $14. Unless I want to count this as 1.5 windows, 1.5, and 1.5. And then doors are always one whole window. 1, 2. So this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 maybe. Okay, that's how I'd count that. Plus, you said it, 50 cents each little grid in there that causes you so much pain. Okay, that's it for now for our window count. These massive things, this is not going to be one window. One slides, one stays, right? You have a huge, this is what I call a money window. This will be on your test. What is a money window? A money window is, dude, if they have windows that look like this in the house and you leave a couple little streaks, you know, whatever kind of, we shouldn't. These ones you can't screw up on, man. Okay, I have one lady, she makes me come do her windows because whoever I send, they never do the tracks or they leave a streak or something. Money windows, look at these. People bought this condo or house for this view. Money windows, you have to detail the entire, not detail basic wipe down, but wipe down all the tracks down here, all the sills, all the frames. And man, these are money windows, dude. I would count each of these as 2 windows. I'll go 1 window, 2 window, 3 window, 4 window, 5 window, 6. I'd say I'm getting $60 for this because I'm going to take a long time on this. And man alive, if it rains, I'm going to have to do the whole thing over again. So I would count these massive pieces of glass as 2 windows a piece. Same thing here. I can't tell if these doors open, but each door would count as a window. Each giant piece of glass. Take your normal sliding glass door. I don't know why we don't have a picture of a sliding glass door, but it's about this size. Your basic sliding glass door is that small. Just pretend that's 1 window. Well, how big is this window? It's like 3 of those, but there's no breaks in between. So you can count it as 2, 2, or 3. You can count that as 3 if you want. Am I confusing you? Good. Think, sit down, get some coffee, think about these, think it through. And basically this would be 2 sliders, that would be 2 windows, and then each of these little doors would be a window apiece. Okay guys, and the final thought I will leave you with is very important. How long does it take you to clean 1 window? So, you don't have to follow this model perfectly. If people are talking to you forever, by the way, this is 4 windows, these little casements that come out. I always count it, it's like $40 or $50 just to do them, because people have to move their knickknacks. You have to crawl up on the counter. It's just horrible. Last time we did one of these, it cost me $200 because somebody moved a knickknack, a pumpkin head fell off, and the lady said it was a $200 collectible. So I had to pay her $200. Last thing, how long does it take you to clean 1 window? Now just think, you're at the house, man alive, it's going to take me, I could clean that 1 window in the same time it would take me to clean, I could clean this 1 window and I could clean 5 of these. Good. Charge $50 then, you know? How long does it take you to clean a window? So if I'm doing a high rise, this is a good example, 1 story, 2 story, 3 story, 4 story, 5 story, 6 story. I charge more for the 6 story windows than I do the 5 story because it's just, you got to get up higher. And once I get down to 2 or 3 stories, I usually charge less because we water fed pull them, unless we're doing them by hand. That is your window count, guys. It's exhaustive, but get to know it, because and again, you could text me pictures. They look like this. This is from live people out there doing it. Text me a picture. They should look like this and say, what would you consider this as a window count? And then I could give it to you, and you don't have to call me and the client look confused in front of the client. Always give people their window count times the price, which is their final price, before doing their windows. All right, guys, click like, subscribe, and 99% of my videos are instructional for employees so that the lead technicians and owners do not have to do the work.